service of CNC Worldwide.
The Daily is a service of CNC News brought to you by the Greece Chamber of Commerce, providing more than 800 area companies with business solutions since 1984. It's back to school Wednesday for the city of Rochester and most suburban districts. Back to classes Thursday for the Greece Central School District. The New York State Department of Transportation is urging everybody to travel with care. Watch for kids on bicycles and walking to school. It's also time to remember not to pass a school bus with its flashers on. Students in the Rochester School District are getting more class time this year. The district will no longer send students home early on Wednesdays. Superintendent Bolgan Vargas said that policy was robbing kids of 29 hours of instruction time a year. Selected schools in the city are also getting a longer school day for kindergarten through grade 8. They'll be going to school 9 to 5, 2 additional hours. The business group Unshackle Upstate went to Albany on Tuesday with a plan to boost the upstate economy by cutting taxes. The group's economic revitalization agenda starts with a 25% state income tax cut for upstate residents who make less than $50,000 a year. Next, Unshackle Upstate wants to cut the New York corporate franchise tax on upstate businesses by that same 25%. It would cut the state's sales tax in half for upstate counties that have suffered significant population loss and high unemployment rates. The final points of the five-step plan are to eliminate the state energy assessment on upstate manufacturers and push natural gas development of the Marcellus Shale. The group says all this would cost the state $860 million. Director Brian Sampson says that is just 0.6% of this year's New York State budget. New Yorkers' confidence in the economy has run out of steam, even as those who read the economic tea leaves say things are turning up. New York's unemployment rates are down on average. State tax collections are up. But the Siena College Research Institute poll of consumer sentiment found people are less willing to spend money. Overall consumer sentiment dropped again in August and hit the lowest level since December of 2011. Their expectations for the future dropped more than 10 points over the past year. Poll founder Doug Lundstrom said nearly twice as many New Yorkers have a pessimistic view of the coming 5 years. Nearly as many consumers expect their personal finances will get worse than expect things to improve over the next year. After more than a year and a half, it's no longer the bankrupt Eastman Kodak Company. Kodak filed the last remaining paperwork Tuesday. They are out of Chapter 11. The reorganized Kodak no longer has anything to do with cameras, film, snapshots, or consumer products. The post-bankruptcy Kodak is a much smaller company. It now focuses on large-volume printing equipment for commercial needs, and its customer base is people who print container labels, newspapers, and so forth. Kodak announced it's completed the sale of the former Kodak Park Utility Systems to Recycled Energy Development. RED will now run the generating, power, distribution, steam, water, sewer systems, everything that makes the Eastman Business Park go. The park remains one of the biggest industrial centers in the state. Wegmans said in an online posting it is ending the seasonal price freeze policy it began in 2011. Wegmans Vice President Mary Ellen Burris wrote in her online column that the grocery chain started the quarterly price lists 2 years ago to help families cope with rising food prices and the weak economy. Now the economy is on the upturn, and Burris said Wegmans is discontinuing the program. Wegmans had been putting the price freezes on seasonal items, say hamburger and buns during the summertime, and they would update that list every 3 months. Now Wegmans says it will focus on consistent pricing for family staples. Senator Charles Schumer stood with the Krenzer family on their farm in Chili Tuesday and called on Rochester Gas and Electric to find an alternate route for a power line that would cut through that farm. The Democratic U.S. Senator said the project will render nearly half the Krenzer property useless for farming. The Krenzers, RG&E, and Iberdrola have been meeting in state-ordered sessions with an administrative law judge. Senator Schumer said the State Public Service Commission should just forge a mutually agreed-on plan between the Krenzers and the utility, one that finds another site option so the fourth-generation family farm can stay in business. Officials cut the ribbon in downtown Rochester Tuesday on the new Windstream headquarters, the former Seneca building on the Midtown Rising site. This is the first development on the former Midtown Plaza site to be completed since the plaza was torn down. The Pike Company put $19 million into the redevelopment for Windstream. More than 350 employees are moving in. The former Lakeside Memorial Hospital is back in business again under the name URMC Strong West. The University of Rochester held a dedication ceremony in Brockport for the new Strong Urgent Care facility. It is providing treatment for all non-life-threatening injuries, broken bones, sprains, serious cuts, that sort of thing. And for starters, it's open noon to 7 daily, no appointments needed. An Orleans County man is in jail on an attempted murder charge after he allegedly tried to run down a state trooper. State police in Albion said Carlos Botello of Kendall at first refused to stop when Trooper Dan Metz tried to pull him over for driving erratically on Route 18. Botello stopped his car after a brief chase, but when the trooper got out of his vehicle, Botello allegedly put his car into reverse and hit the gas. Trooper Metz jumped out of the way as the car accelerated at him and hit his patrol car. Botello then took off with the trooper in pursuit in his damaged vehicle. Botello eventually drove into a field where his car got stuck and he was arrested without further incident. Orleans County District Attorney Joseph Cardone has charged him with attempted murder second. He's being held on $250,000 bail. On the left of the player window, you'll find links to these and other stories now that our servers are back up and running again. At the bottom of the page, links that you can use to post news and information directly to us. So the next news is as it happens, updates are as necessary. I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.